Arthur Fagen. I'm the conductor of this season's production of the Magic Flute. I've been to the Atlanta Opera 5 times already since Dennis Hanthorne took over the management of the opera company. This is my 6th production of the Magic Flute. I actually began my acquaintance with the Magic Flute when I was just in my teens. I always loved the music. I used to play the piano score at home on the piano. And it's actually the 2nd opera that I ever studied in my life while I was still a teenager. This is a really kind of fairy tale production, and what we have in this production that I've never experienced before is that we have actual puppets on stage, puppet animals, and it really lends a very special feeling to this production, which makes it extremely suitable for young children as well as adults. The cast is young but extremely accomplished, and it happens to be actually one of the best casts I've ever had for the Magic Flute. I think that the audience can look forward to, from a vocal and dramatic point of view, a very high-level performance. For her, it's the easiest thing in the world to sing one of the most difficult arias in the entire operatic literature. Sarastro is a beautiful bass who I actually recommended for this production, who I met many years ago doing a concert of Russian music with the Jerusalem Symphony in Israel. And Nicole Carbell is for me one of the greatest paminas that I've ever heard. Wonderfully beautiful and artistic singer. Papageno, although he's young, he sings it as if he's done it 100 times already. And this applies for everybody else. Tamino has a very special, beautiful, very manly voice. I'm really very impressed with the entire cast.
We're very lucky to be working with Arthur Fagen, the conductor of the Magic Flute. I think he's one of the greatest conductors that work today, and he has a lot of experience. But at the same time, he's so excited and eager to do something fresh and new. And he really approached it as if he was doing it for the first time, which for me and the cast is a wonderful thing, because we can rely on his experience and learn from him, but at the same time, he immediately gets into the world of this production and helps us. And the thing about this production is that it's so theatrical that it needs the involvement of a strong theatrical music director that really understand what Schikaneder and Mozart was trying to do in terms of pure theater and not just in terms of the music. And I think that Maestro Fagen is perfect for that.
Tomer and I are completely at ease working with each other. I feel that we can say anything. I mean, there's absolutely no problem. And what I like about working with Tomer, he's an opera stage director who's very sensitive to the music. Often a line in a libretto can be interpreted from a dramatic point of view many different ways. However, when you put that line into a musical setting, I feel the music gives you the direction in which that line should be said. It gives you the emotional feeling behind the line. And I often like to talk about those aspects of production with Tomer. And he's very sensitive and very agreeable to any input.
One of the things that is very exciting for me and Maestro Fagen is working with this cast. And when we get into the moment, both of us sometimes leave our seats and move forward and just be there with the cast as we rehearse. And I think that it's very engaging for the performers to get that kind of energy that especially Maestro Fagen is bringing.
Well, I do find particular energy from this production because all the singers are very flexible and we try to get the best out of each other. Actually, of all Mozart operas, in some ways, the tunes from the Magic Flute were the most popular in Vienna. Certain arias in this opera, like Papageno's first aria, is like an Austrian folk song. And so it had a great public appeal. I have my own approach to doing Mozart. I feel that Mozart musically exists on a very high plane. I mean, he was a tremendous genius. And I think Mozart's music has to be expressive, and I think that it's very important as a conductor to not try to force a conception on Mozart's music, but to listen to what Mozart is trying to say at all times. It's important to let Mozart speak to us first, And when we really feel that we've received his message, then to transmit it. I think that if you listen, your ears are wide open as a performer, I think the music itself gives you a very, very strong sense of how it should be performed. It's an opera about his utopic vision of a perfect world, a world ruled by benevolence and brotherhood. I think that in some sense he was trying to show the listener that there is a perfect world to strive for. There's something in this opera for everybody. And also it's so easily accessible, both as a storyline and in terms of the music. It's some of the easiest music to listen to for the audience. About the best introduction to opera that I can think of.